Hello, 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 and welcome to Motivation Monday. I'm Megan DiMartino, and I am here in my home to be with you. And it's funny because, we've been doing these lives for so many years at the Novitas Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic. And I am doing consulting for the new owner, Rich Ryan, for regenerative stem cell therapy and education and training for his entire staff with the various locations for the Novitas Spa clinical products. But I just know that it's time to plant myself in a new dynamic. And what better place but to do it at my home? Because I'm speaking to you from my heart about you. And this is Motivation Monday. And yesterday I saw a quote that was I have no idea who wrote this, but it was on my friend Laura Berman's page. And it just so resonated with me. And it was about the word ambition. And it was so interesting to me when it was so large and it had ambition. And then it said noun. And this is the definition that was written: a strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. And why it resonated with me, guys, is that back in the day when I started my first business in 1992, my first brand, Glycolique, I heard so often, I can't even tell you how often I heard this, but I heard the word ambition spoken as almost a four-letter word in reference to a female. When I started Glycolique and was selling it through wholesale beauty distributors, working with national manufacturers reps, they're all men. Now, I'm not criticizing men. That's not my point. My point is the word ambition. And I want people to really resonate and with it and marinate on the word, because I love, 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 love this definition. I'm going to read it again. A strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Has anything ever happened in your life that was successful without determination and hard work? No, it is about that commitment to it. My ambition, and when I heard that word, people say, "Oh, you've got a lot of it." And, like that, an ambitious woman. As I said, it was really a very negative term. And breaking it down and reading this definition, it so resonated with me because it's about commitment. It's about that desire. It's about making a statement and stepping up and doing that commitment, burning the boats, if you say. And because when I started Glycolique, and I've shared many of the stories about it from different vantage points, but basically speaking, excuse me, basically speaking, I started it because my heart's desire was to create and to create something that helped people. When I found glycolic acid, I was so excited because it made a difference. People saw a difference from age management, meaning minimizing fine lines, hydration balance, to acne, to rosacea. It's an amazing ingredient, and coupled with botanicals and humectants, hydrating ingredients, it truly, truly, truly made a difference. So 28 years later, these products are still going strong. I re-engineered Glycolique in 98, 97, but regardless of that, it was just a new and improved, so to speak, and I decided to take the focus off glycolic acid itself and broaden the brand, and hence Novita, meaning new birth, new life, always something new. That's my promise. And so it was that determination to, stay with it, no matter how difficult it was, to create something, but share it with you to make a difference. So if that was ambition, then I say rock on, because it is about making a difference in this world and sharing it with people, and to make a difference for their skin, But then going on from there, helping salons get into skincare, salons that were doing skincare get into spa, the medical world, docs and the like get into medical spas, so to speak, and then expanded. And then I said, it's time for me to do this as well. And because I saw that it needed to have that hybrid, as I call it, that combining a luxury day spa with clinical result-oriented skincare, medical, and now wellness, and medical wellness with the regenerative stem cell therapy. So that's what I call a hybrid, because it feels like a luxury day spa, which it is, but it creates true results, and with the products that simply work, the Novitas Spa clinical products. And so this has been 28 years of work from the inception. Will actually be 29, because I started from an R&D position the year before. But for 29 years, this is what I've been doing. And it's not because it's work, it's because I love it. I love sharing, and I love first off, creating, and then sharing it and helping others build their lives. My staff that works for Rich Ryan, they're an amazing group of women. They're my heart, and I am continuing to mentor them, as I will with his, got a tickle in my throat, sorry, but as I will with his other locations. But my point is, it's not just about me, it's about them, and it's about you, and it's about true results. So I'm going to repeat this quote: ambition, which is a noun, uh, is a strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. It's funny, as I read this again: strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. It almost sounds like a verb. It's an action word, meaning ambition, doing it. But as far as Webster's dictionary, it is a noun. But a desire, a strong desire, not a weak desire, not a willy-nilly, but a strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination. I thought that word was interesting, though. Typically, no, achieve something requiring determination and hard work, because nothing, and I underscore the word nothing, happens without commitment. Starts with that desire, then goes to a decision, and then it is taking action. And from that action, it's continuing on. Nothing will happen without that commitment to that fulfillment of that. And so, no, I'm looking at the wrong camera, Elizabeth. And so bear with me, guys. But it is about that commitment to making that difference and completing it and not stopping until you do. And so the most important thing is, though, is starting. But I'm getting into that ambition, because, as I said, back in 1990, and before I started my own business, I heard that word also, because I was National Sales and Marketing Director for a division of Alcon Laboratories. And before that, for my family's business, where I did a lot of R&D and started products for their company, but that are still sold in the beauty industry and actually have been replicated by other companies. These were essentially paper products, or products that were disposable, because they were not all just disposable. But separate from that, I interfaced with these same manufacturers' reps, and I heard that word, and I started with that in 1983. And so I was, for many years, the only woman that I knew that was doing that type of work, meaning traveling in the United States, interfacing with these distributors through the manufacturers' reps, week in and week out. And, I heard that word, and I never cowered from it. I never really, explained it away or apologized for it, but I heard it. And that did not diminish my desire, my strong desire to create something and bring it to market, but something that had to make a difference, because if I didn't believe in it, I could not educated. To me, the word sales is really about education, because you're sharing. We're all selling each other, meaning I'm selling you. I'm selling you on my thoughts and ideas, and hopefully you buy them. I hope you appreciate them in these thoughts, because these were not just created today. These are curated for you from experiences that I have personally had, that have been years and years of experience on a myriad of fronts, i.e., creating, taking to market, educating, and continuing to market products, because quite frankly, things change. When I started Glycolique in 1992, there was no such thing as an internet. There was no such thing as a website. You couldn't say, "Hey Siri," or you couldn't Google something. There was nothing. Nothing. It was just about factual information that was shared vis-a-vis and I was very blessed to work with companies that really had that information where I could glean and grow from. So that also fueled my ambition, because being a creative and very visual, I could see other companies doing things, and I could glean from that and build and grow. And then, of course, go back to my folks that I were, the head chemist, for instance, at Alcon. I was able to go and sit down with him and ask him about glycolic acid and glean that information. But it was very different than getting information that we do today. And the world has truly changed. And so has the resonation and the connection with the word ambition. So today, I'm sure, I have no idea what the definition would have been years ago, but today it is a noun, and it is strong desire to do or achieve something, typically, I don't agree with that word, requiring determination and hard work. Typically, not really, always requiring that determination and hard work. And so, with that, I say bravo to ambition. Um, I have a friend who put on his Facebook maybe a week or so ago. He's a musician, and you all should. Friend Jimmy Robinson, he's in England, and he's just an amazingly talented musician. But he had a statement on his Facebook that being a musician is, and this is not quoting it, but it was basically that is who he is, not that he's acquired it, meaning that's part of his DNA, that it's every fiber of his being, that he couldn't stop. He couldn't breathe if he wasn't doing what he's doing. So if you go to Jimmy Robinson, you'll and friend him, send him a friend request, you'll see. I mean, Saturday night I put on my Facebook page a saxophone. Um, I called it the Saturday Night Live sax concert, but the point is, this was Jimmy live in his home, but he plays the drums amazingly. I mean, his moniker is Jimmy Stix, Stix, because he's an amazing drummer. But my point is, he sings, he plays the drums, he plays the clarinet, the saxophone, the flute, on and on and on. This man, that is part of his DNA. So part of my DNA is to create. I couldn't not create, and I could not share with you things that I learn and grow with to help you with whatever you might be working with. Obviously, different things than I am, but meaning not creating skincare products and educating. I'm an esthetician doing facials and medical aesthetics, but it is about what your ambition is. What is your heart's desire? What were you put on this planet to do? Start and don't stop. But you first have to figure out what that passion is. And I am here to help you with that. So it is, but your passion is what really, like as shared about Jimmy, my passion is creative, to create things. And my purpose is to help others, but my passion is to create things. So I'm here to help you identify your purpose and your passion. My purpose is you, to help you grow but also before growing to identify what that is that you want to do, and then help you after identifying it to actualize it, to begin, then to build and sustain. And then my passion is creative, whatever that might be. And I can bore you with that. But it could be from just changing my home seasonally. That's creative. But if I didn't do it, I couldn't breathe. So that's one just little tidbit about me. But it is about your passion and purpose. And once you find that, guys, no matter what, you will be really resonate joy and peace and happiness in your heart. As my dad would always say, you have such a happy heart, Megan. And I feel very blessed that early on I recognized my purpose and my passion. So again, this is not a four-letter. Well, it's many more than 4 letters. But ambition is not a negative word. It is something to be proud of, that you have ambition, that you're determined and you forge on. So I hope that helped. Just have that ambition to find that purpose and then fuel it with your passion and just take that first step. And the second and third step will be revealed to you. So this was Motivation Monday. And we have some guests that have come on. And so let me see here. Jonathan Sober, that's an O, and Sober, and Ronnie Zapata, and Kathy Bond, and Chad Anderson. Hello, hello. And Brian Scott, and Kim Neal, and Mariah Ramirez, and Diana Kazarian, and Patricia Trentner. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope my little thought piece today on ambition was not over the top, so to speak. When I see these things and they just have such strong resonation in my spirit, I know I need to share it with somebody here, and somebody who will watch this later in another replay or on YouTube. This will resonate with, because I'm not the only one, and I repeat, and not just a person, who has been plugging away since 1980, whatever, with this. Well, actually, my first entrepreneurial program job, like I said to you, not job, but creation, was Tupperware, being a Tupperware manager. And that was 1976. And so I've been working at all of this since the mid 70s. And before that, I worked, in the fashion world as in the buying office of designer sportswear in Lord & Taylor, then went on to Bloomingdale's and worked in the department with a line from London called Biba. And I was a very young gal there, but I said someday, and you talk about ambition, just want to share this. I said one day, and I remember, I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but Bye Bye American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee and the levee went dry. I remember that was playing in the junior department of Bloomingdale's when I said, someday I'm going to create something, meaning skincare. I was working for Biba, which was essentially a glamour cosmetic line, trained by the makeup artist from Biba from London. It was a fabulous experience. And I said, someday I'm going to do this. So that stayed with me. That ambition stayed with me, and it germinated way long before that, when I was a kid doing all sorts of crazy things, which is a whole other day. But the word ambition is something to be proud of. It's something to resonate with, and it's something to own. Because if you have that ambition to do whatever, it is exciting, because you have found that, you've gleaned that passion, and that ambition will grow from there. My purpose didn't come until later, until actually when I did Tupperware, as I shared with you, and I was building that unit called the Megaphones. And I realized doing that it wasn't me selling plastic bowls. It was giving others opportunity to do what they needed to do to help their family or their own ambition, their own life. So ambition is a positive word. It is about your goals and dreams and desires and determination of that passion and that purpose. So our word for the week, kids, is ambition. Ambition. Find that little spark, that little whatever. If it was over there, uncover it and let it come out. And then let's germinate it together. I'm here for you. And I have a special, when I say here for you, I have a special guest on Friday, Lisa Beth Thomas, a very dear friend of mine, the founding president of Texas Women in Business. She has had her own ad agency for 20 some odd years, maybe closer to 25. But she is just a crackerjack whiz kid of marketing and creative again. But she has put together an amazing program, a course called Outwitting Fear. And Elizabeth, better known as LB to her friends, is going to be with me on Friday. So do put that on your calendar. You will not be disappointed by meeting Miss LB, Lisa Beth Thomas, on Friday at 4 o'clock Central here with me on Friday. Okay? So put that down, but it'll be out on Facebook and other mediums. So you'll see that. Okay? And just put that into your calendar and make sure you visit with us on Friday for our Lisa Beth Thomas Outwitting Fear, introducing her program, her course that she has put together. And she'll share her story and her background with this and the why of it and her ambition, which I'm going to say because it's about helping you outwit fear. Have a blessed week, guys, and we'll see you on Friday at 4.